come to Cirencester because I made a discovery on the map by accident that there's a Roman town next to where I went for that walk on the last video. So King's Cup, which is next to Wotton-Under-Edge. So I said there was a barrow. There's two long barrows there, and I said they were interesting. Now one of them, 2 fields over, there was a bit that I thought from the satellite photos looked a lot like, to me, Celtic fields. So I looked in the heritage environmental record, and it turns out it's a great big Roman town. And of course, in the Tithe award, the name from the 1840s, the name of that field is the Chessels, which means stones. So there's a museum, the Corinium Museum in Cirencester, which has got some artefacts from King's Cup. This fresco collapsed in on itself, concertina style, so it went like that, all in one big heap, and they put it back together quite easily apparently. And this is what it looks like. It's from the King's Cot villa. So we've got some artefacts from King's Cot here. So we've got the King's Cot cube there, which you can see I do a cutaway, and that had seals on it on all 6 sides, and was used to wax seals and so on for different purposes. There's also a weight that went on the end of the scales. And that's supposed to be Faustina, the wife of Constantine, apparently. You can see the landing improving now, very much improved now we're up here. It's all arable and it's as flat as a pancake, and whereas there's all lumps and bumps down in the coombe. So it does pose questions. So when you've got Barrows overlooking the edge. Barrows overlooking the edge. Are they really overlooking the edge, or sort of looking outwards from what they really care about, which is the arable land, barley, corn, wheat? Though animals are prestige things and they're very tasty. I haven't eaten one for a fair few years, but I remember them being quite tasty. And but it's arable that gives you bread, and when you have bread, lots of bread, you can have big families, lots of children, but above all, beer. So barley means beer. The first part of the word does anyway. that was a hare and H-A-R-E, and I couldn't tell you how to tell the difference between a hare and a rabbit. They are different, they are very different, but no, not, they are different, but not very different. But the only way I can describe it is a hare gallops like a horse when it runs, and the rabbit sort of leaps and gambles. That's how I can tell. Oh, they've got longer ears as well, longer legged. So after 3 hours of walking, we finally got to the point where the Anglo-Saxon charter of Wotton-Under-Edge starts. And incidentally, it took Grundy identified this Wutun as being the charter. Other academics got it wrong before him. And looking at the topography and the charter, Grundy was right. So So the charter starts up here, and he goes Arest on Tham, Edge and Long, Edge, bollocks, put your teeth back in. Arest on Tham, Edge and Lang, Edge on Teal Leah. So Teal Leah is Tylee, which would have been a big field from the edge. You can hear the adj on the in the sentence. That's the edge, the ridge, where just as the land goes down into the combe. So that field goes all the way to the bottom. But the actual boundary mark of Tylee is up here, just on that edge of that field.